Private labeling, also known as white labeling or OEM, basically refers to creating your own brand and outsourcing the production and manufacturing process to factories. So with private labeling, you're creating your own line of products, but without going into the manufacturing side of the business. Now, there are several types of private labeling. The easiest one is to just contact a supplier and ask them to put your brand name or logo on one of the products that they are already producing in huge quantities, without making any changes except for the custom packaging. The second type of private labeling is incremental product improvement. In this case, you need to work with your supplier to create simple changes to product that they're already producing, making it more unique and custom. Now, these changes can be, for example, use of different materials, molds, or even different textures. The advantages of the first two types of private labeling are low minimum order quantities and low startup costs. Because supplier is already producing this type of product in huge quantities, so it won't be a problem to just slap your brand name or to make minor changes to the product itself. This will let you test the market fast and easy with minimal risk involved. And finally, the third and most complex type of private labeling, which I don't recommend you start now, is product development from scratch. This means that you're basically developing a new product from ground up and going into the manufacturing side of the business. The advantage of this type of private labeling is that your product will be unique and hard to copy. However, the startup costs in this situation will be much higher, most likely in the 5 or even 6-figure range. And also, you will probably spend months until your first prototype is finished and ready for production. We are going to focus on the first two types of private labeling. Finding a great product opportunity where you can create your own product brand as fast as possible, improve it a bit, and then use Amazon as your first distribution channel. So in this course, we are not going to focus on selling brands from other companies, but creating your own. This way, you're not just building an income stream, but an asset, which can be later expanded even beyond Amazon. So let's see what can be private labeled. Basically anything. Even the iPhone is some form of private labeling, because the product is designed and developed in the United States, but the manufacturing process is done in China. You can literally do this process with any product. Some will require more time, commitment, and money to start, and some private label brands can be started with just a couple of $100s. So here are some quick examples of what can be private labeled. So for example, silicone spatula and other silicone or baking products in your kitchen, health supplements, cell phone cases, musical instruments and accessories such as, for example, pop filter, office products, toys, makeup brushes, and much more. The list can really go on and on. The expansion of sites such as, for example, Alibaba.com made it extremely easy for everyone to find reliable suppliers both domestically and internationally. The rule you should follow is to always source domestically in the United States products that go in or on humans or pets' body. Because if you were to import these type of products, you will need to pass some additional approval and get some additional certificates. So to make things simple, fast and easy, source this type of products in the United States. Now, for more risky products that require insurance, you will need to set up a company in order to start selling your own private label products. Those products are, for example, health supplements or all sorts of creams that go on your body. However, for many products, such as, for example, silicone spatula, you won't need a company to start. But eventually, when your sales start to take off, you should consider talking to a business attorney or an accountant about opening a company. So this business model can be applied even for those who don't live in the United States. Also, the scalability of this model is also great, as you'll find out later in the course. In the last two sections of this course, you can find more information about legal issues involved with doing private labeling. So feel free to check it out. And also let me know if you have any questions in the discussion tab of this lecture.